nigga. I've been chillin' in the lab like a chemist, writing records for the world, but not in the book of Guinness. Listen to the reaction of the crowd when I finish with my verses. I open more mouths than a dentist. Damn, these bitches still ain't loyal. You heard it.
That's a good question. Who is Ice Water? Well, Ice Water is a couple of people. He's a good father. This is outside of the music thing. You know, me and him sit down, we talk. Father to father, you know, he has some nice questions he'd ask, you know, so that lets me know that he's a black man that's interested in his children. On the music tip, he's a dedicated rapper, lyricist, whatever you want to call him, because he was with a group called the Clock Boys, and the Clock Boys dismantled. Everybody went their own way, but his workflow never stopped. I mean, he just kept coming, you know, he's always in here. He does good work. His work ethic is tight, he's always on time. You know, I look at the small things because I feel like if you're gonna break into the business world, there's a few things you have to have other than talent. And people think that the first thing is your rap, your art, which is wrong in some cases. I say that because I've been to the club before and a Jamaican song is playing. And you tap somebody on the shoulder, yo, what is he saying? Don't nobody know. But the dance floor is packing, the song is a hit. So that tells you that it's more to it sometimes than just the lyrics. And I think he covers all bases. Well, I'll put it to you like this. I seen him battle twice, and I've seen football games, basketball games, baseball games, hockey games, or whatever have you. And it's not a blowout. You know, you see a blowout once in a while. So when you see a blowout twice in a row, then that somewhat tells you the skills of the individual that's doing it. Because I feel like 2 for 2 is good math. And twice I seen him destroy, not whoop, destroy his opponent. So in the sense of battle rap, I give him a 10 because I feel like battle rapping ain't easy. Sometimes you can forget your parts, or it's different when you're in that booth and got that piece of paper in front of you, and then you're going against somebody. Neither one of y'all got paper, and there's plenty of things rushing through your mind because you got to make sure you win, and you can leave home feeling like, okay, I'm gonna go here and do this, that, and the other, then get there and forget half of it. That wasn't the case neither time. So if he did ever lose, I wasn't there for it. The only 2 times I saw it, he destroyed the other person. Well, he's been coming here for at least 10 years, at least. Because the Clock Boys, they were young. And they it's about a good 10, maybe more than, I don't know. I know it. Yeah. I know at least 10. And throughout those 10 years or more, he's been consistent with it. You know, he does what he does, and he does it well. And I'm not saying that because the camera on, because I ain't scared of him. That's just what I do.
Would you fuck with him outside of the studio?
Yeah, because I say that because, you know, some people are good clients, then you got some people that are genuinely good people. Sometimes you can't mess with a client outside of the job simply because this client is how you eat. You get outside the job and y'all have differences, now he don't want to come back no more, now you just messed up part of your meal. So I feel like when you have clients that you can deal with outside of work, then that's a genuinely good person. Not to take anything from a client that you can't mess with outside of the workplace, but because I feel like business is business. I can have a good friend, but when we walk in this door, and I throw that switch, now money is involved. I ain't trying to be your friend, I ain't trying to be your enemy either. I just want to make sure that I give you everything that you paid for and that you have a smile on your face when you leave. Because when you leave out of the Rythmshack, if it's only one person smiling, then that wasn't a good deal. So, you know, I've messed with him outside the studio. You know, everything is cool. He's a good dude, man. So, you know, good people, it don't matter where you at. And they have to be able to understand that once they come inside your establishment, it's about business. Anyone who can understand that, oh, we definitely can hang out. Where do I see him 5 years from now? Well, if God allowed me and him to both be here 5 years from now, I see him way further than where he is, because the crazy thing that I've learned about Virginia, and you know, people can say and speak on different places of how they do what they do and the things that go on there, but if you haven't really lived in another place, you can basically speak on what went on the 5 days you were there or the 2 weeks you were there. I lived in New York and I live here. So I see the mentality of the individuals there and here. The same like Atlanta and here. The same like the Dirty South and here. Virginia is where they sold the first slaves at. So the slave mentality is thick right here, super thick. And not to veer away from him, but it's a whole lot of good talent here, and he's one of them. And I feel like the reason why they're not getting anywhere or not getting to get to the proper place where they need to be is because no one helps nobody. Radio in here in Virginia don't help. Some of the DJs help, some of them don't, depending on how they feel about you. I can't sit here and talk bad about none of them because they all look out for me. So I can't lose my friendship for him. I would love to now, Ice, but I can't. So, you know, I feel like he stand a hell of a chance. You know, he just got a kick in the door waving the 4-4. Because to me, and I might be wrong, that's the only way I see getting out of Richmond. You gotta break a door down or something, because people that come from Virginia and get on, they don't reach back and help, and it's messed up. But I mean, and I hope y'all don't dislike me for that, but it is what it is. And then some people here, they make it to Richmond radio, then they get Hollywood. Now you can't talk to them no more. Call my agent. Agent? Nigga, you got a song been on the radio for 15 minutes. But that's it for me. I'm closing down, man. Peace out, Spade, Rythmshack. That's how we do it. If you haven't heard of us, you have an ear problem. Peace.
Wait a minute, girl, it's just the beginning. I ain't nowhere near finished, girl. I might put my fingers in it just to tease you while I eat you front and back like stuffed crust pizza. And after that, I give you my permission to sit on my face in that 6 and 9 position. Damn, she a freak.